What is going on, rock star? How are you? How are you? How are you? Gonna get some things started. What is going on, rock star? How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy Freestyle Friday with me, Coz. I hope you had a fabulous, fantabulous Friday. I know I have. So, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Coz. I coach Black women with an entrepreneurial mindset to build and grow yourself as well as your business. So, let's get into it. So, this week, we've been talking about overcoming the obstacle of you. And we just been talking a lot about overcoming obstacles, overcoming hurdles, overcoming different things to get to the next level. Because as my coach says, it's levels to different things that we need and want to accomplish in our lives. And that is so true. When you start out, you never know what you want. Well, you should know what you want to do, but sometimes in between that, you really find out who you are and you really find out the person that you need to be in order to get to that next level. And when you find that out, it's an amazing thing to understand what you can accomplish. And when you take a moment to reflect back on how far you have come just within a short amount of time, it is an amazing accomplishment on you. It truly is. And I laughed because my coach said something. He was like, after we do this piece here, and after we do this, you know, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna fall back for a minute. And I was like, wait, what? We don't do that. That's not what we do. And it's so important that we don't forget to celebrate the not small and I'm gonna say small and large accomplishments in our lives, that we don't take that for granted. Like we need that peace. We need to have that peace. And when I thought about it, I was like, wow, okay, like what do I need to do within that time frame to prepare for the next level that I am trying to acquire? And it just really put a lot of things in perspective. And I want to know, for the things that you have set the beginning of the year, what have you accomplished? Like, have you taken time to celebrate your accomplishments of the past 4 months? Because that's huge. You need to do that. You need to take the time to, relax, relate, release, and really take ownership of your accomplishments. However small, however grand, you do that. And especially if the obstacle that you have overcome is yourself getting to the next level. it is such a huge accomplishment when you overcome things in your life. Not only just the external, I'm talking about the internal things in your inside of you. Because we have to work on the inside first before we can work on the outside. And a lot of people have that reversed. A lot of people will want to work on the outside and forget all about the inside. And you can't do that. You have to start with the inside. That's like a tree growing from the outside in. That just don't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So we're people are so easily convinced that everything, every obstacle is somehow external. But when half of the time, if you really take a step back and you look into that mirror and you take off that mask, and I'm talking about the mask of self, I'm talking about the mask of, you know, who you are trying to be as opposed to who you are really. And you look at the mirror and you look at the real you, and you discover that maybe this whole life you've been trying to live is not really your life. Maybe it was somebody else's life. It's so easy to get caught up in, oh, I want to do this. Ooh, I want to do that. Ooh, 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 ooh. That we don't have enough time to look at our own self. Think about when you start dating somebody. Think about when you start dating somebody and you go through, the cupcake phase, you go through, the cake phase, you go through all of these different phases and levels of trying to learn and understand this other person. But what if we just pause for a minute and just took the time to really get to know ourselves? What if we took the time to really date ourselves? And I said this before, this was crazy. This was like a couple of years ago when people were literally like marrying themselves. And I thought in retrospect, when I first heard it, I was like, that's the craziest thing in the world. But in retrospect, while I'm thinking about it now, I understand what they were trying to do. Even if it wasn't even if it was on some craziness, but just it just blew my mind. I'm like, if we took the time to get to know ourselves the way we get to know other people and really discover who we are and really discover our purpose for being here, this world would be in a much better place. You would be in a much better place. And I think this is one of Les Brown's favorite. I love this quote. I ever since I've read it, seen it, I think I read it like twice and memorized it. The quote is, "What is the richest place on earth? It's the graveyard, because so many people go to their death with their masterpieces still inside them." If that was not a light bulb, aha, stepping on all my toes thing, I don't know what was. We are all here for a purpose. We are all here to serve the greater good. It's not about you, it's not about me. It's about helping the people behind us. It's about helping the people in front of us, to the side, to the left, to the right. And the most important person that you are with 24/7, 365 is you. You can't take you off and put you in the corner. You can't. That's why people, if you ever pay attention to some folks, They can't be quiet. You ever paid attention to people who have to say something, who have to do something, who have to have something going because they don't want to deal with the reality of dealing with themselves? That's a hard pill to swallow when you start trying to get quiet and you really understand the things that are going on in your head. So you have to know yourself first. You have to change within to change the out. And the world has it backwards. The world says, let's change the out and stuff everything on the inside down, deep down. But the problem with that is stuff that gets buried always comes to the light, always comes out. Whether it comes out while you are alive or while you're gone, it always comes out. So why not deal with it when you are here? Why not be the person that you are called to be when you are here so you can make a difference in your own life as well as the people lives around you? I know it's deep for a Friday night. I know, but I'm gonna pull it back. But just look in before you look out. Just do that. Just take a beat, relax, relate, release, reflect, and then move forward. Because I guarantee you, it's something that's on the inside that we need to take care of first before we move to the outside. I guarantee it. I say that with all sincerity and just love. Just love. You have to love yourself first. You are your first project. You are. No one else. You. And as women, as mothers, we are so quick to handle everybody else. And sometimes we forget to handle us. But we need to handle us first before we can handle the world. Just think about that. That is my time for Freestyle Friday. If you found value in this, like, love, share. And I will chat at you later. Ciao.